see what the delay is on YouTube.
You should just say, yeah.
Yeah.
How are you?
Good.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Hope your travels went well.
You know.
Was it only one place or do you go multiple places?
We only went one place, but we only went to California. We went to like multiple places in California.
Okay.
So 14 aunts and uncles. Like that's only a Italian tradition.
Wow.
Parents' mom is one of 8 and parents' dad is one of 6.
Oh wow.
So it's like we booked our trip, but then we got a couple like sort of nice.
Were they all like kind of individual or were there a lot of group?
A couple like Christmas Eve's a big group, Christmas Day's a big group, but a lot of that's just like, it's exhausting. Hello. Sounds glorious. 6 o'clock services. A lot of people here for Hanukkah. Or were you here last week?
I was here Friday.
A lot of people?
You know, there's more than I thought.
Because it's Hanukkah.
We had dinner maybe too.
Yeah.
Oh, we had so much extra Chinese food. We had 50 people for dinner and 50 people for service. So.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's really fun. So.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Oh, hey, Steven.
Hey, Leslie.
How are you?
Okay. Hope you're doing okay.
Sorry,
Well, I'm sorry, summer's not well.
sorry to cross that.
Hi.
Hello.
John Prosnan.
Hi. Hi, Rabbi. No
Nice
worries.
to meet you.
They started having
James Schultz.
Hi, James. Hi, Denise. I'm doing great. How are you?
Monday, they said they were really.
Thank you. Thank you.
Missed all the festivities, but
There were a lot of them, but I'm happy they're behind me. So it's overwhelming. So nice to meet you. Doing great. Things are we're adapting really well. So,
I know where you came from.
we were just
Summer as
Orchid, California.
a executive, but,
A little shy, but it's great. It's been really good.
I think
So
I
I
would-
really feel like it's a good.
yeah, they've had a fever all these
Yeah,
days.
but you're right. It is shocking.
Yeah.
So, like, things like my son's like hand.
The first time they're really.
Like stuff like that. So, like those are the things. Like the fight he's had. It's 12 degrees.
I hope they'll be
shorts to
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah.
But you know,
And also
10
take care of
degrees
all the
though.
rest.
10 degrees.
Yes.
But yeah, we're doing wonderful. So,
Good.
yeah. 3. 10
Okay,
something.
for such.
We're
Bonus
just
points.
going to be
Is that
You get half.
Well, our kids were barn by bits.
I'll take it.
That's so nice.
Please do.
So we've been around for a long time, well, almost, in this iteration, 40 years, I suppose. Right, well, Leanna's 36, yeah, 35 years in this iteration.
Well, it's so nice to meet you. So do you live nearby? Or?
Yeah, it's near West Side.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Well, Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, thanks, we thought we'd come and see.
First, it's like first one of the year. Hi. Hi. How are you?
Okay. How was your Hanukkah out in the great Golden State?
It was the Golden Hanukkah in the Golden States. So,
Okay.
should we get a cup of coffee or lunch in the new year?
Okay,
Hi,
sure.
how are you?
Anything in particular on the agenda? Okay. Sure, I'll tell you something that I would put on the agenda.
Okay, good.
I don't know if you've seen it, but I did this hour-long interview with, okay.
Happy secular New
And,
Year.
do a welcome interview with you.
That sounds fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear you have a book coming
By
out.
the man.
Well, I'm
really?
yet to finish it,
Oh,
but
that's so
yes, in the longer term.
cute.
I'm yet to finish the
Friends
book
or
I'm reading,
cousins?
so.
You're the
Just as impressed.
cousin.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Oh my
I'll put on-
gosh,
I'll
I'm so
try and
excited.
remember
Were you just at Moore's wedding?
Okay.
With the groom in a kilt, which was so
All I mean, I have a couple of meetings over the course of the month, but the rest of the time I'm just home writing. So your schedule's
Where do you
Sylvia
live?
sent me pictures.
I live a mile up the road.
It's a pleasure to finally meet you.
Okay, so,
Somewhere around here.
yeah.
Okay, fun.
Are we talking cup of coffee?
Our 15th.
Okay.
Compared to other
Yeah, some, I mean.
Not 30 years, but just 15.
Coffee shop or wherever, yeah.
Well,
Okay,
Thanks, dude.
absolutely.
Hi. Shabbat Shalom.
you guys are 30.
John, you don't have to get up.
How was your holiday?
It's pretty good. Yeah, I had to do 2 attempts to get together for Christmas. Yeah. But we got together on Sunday because everyone was sick. So, but we got together and watched football.
Where did you live when you?
Okay.
My nephew got a rock polisher. He's 7.
Okay.
You know, so that like polishes rocks. And because he's still with it, because it takes a lot of time to polish the rock. And he's sticking with it. Yeah, so I was like, oh, that's fun. And now he has something to do with all the rocks he wants to pick up and save, you know, like bring it home, you gotta polish it then. Maybe it'll be a little bit more selective, because you gotta do like, the polish, you gotta like, there's like 4 levels of grit you like put in, you know, because it like polishes a little, it's like sandpaper, you know, like where it gets finer and finer. But it's only one use, and so I can see it's like, oh, how they keep finding the grit.
And then he was
Because you
just
can't
about to
use
go
it again.
there.
So my brother's like, oh yeah, the machine works well and it wasn't that expensive, but oh, this grit, you gotta find a third party supplier.
Oh, let me tell you a thing or two. So Stuart's
Girlfriend,
parents,
not Jewish,
with my mom.
3 children.
My mom and Essie were in high school together and
I
were
took them all out to see the Bob Dylan movie
went on a
Christmas
date
morning,
with Bob
and then we went back
a
to her
million
house
years
and had
ago.
Chinese
And
gift
so
exchange.
it was crazy. And Stuart and I were babies
Iowa-
together
Iowa
because our
Christmas.
parents were
I
in
guess I
the
didn't know.
same like
Did you stay for
place
Chinese
because
food
they all
last
knew
week?
different
Yes,
places.
Oh, so
And,
you weren't overly full.
I had
of it.
way
they
too
were
much.
like in this
Yeah, but that
babysitter club
wasn't on
where
Christmas
they
Day.
No, I know, but I
signed
meant
up a schedule
within
for
a couple days.
babysitters
I had
and
way too
families.
much Chinese
So
food.
Essie
way
and
too
Bob
short.
like
Yeah,
were my
a lot of
babysitter when I was a
Oh,
baby,
yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Oh, we had so much left
Now,
over that night.
Yeah.
Mona
grows
ended
up
up bringing stuff
in
home.
one part of
Yeah,
Chicago.
Oh, you
I grew up in another part
Oh, I
of
took-
Chicago.
oh,
We
yeah,
did
yeah,
Philly
yeah,
trip.
yeah.
We
People
moved
that
to
had Mona and
California
punched all over
for
her.
college.
Stuff like that.
After college, we were together.
Right, food for like
Job, first job after
400.
graduate
No,
school was
yeah,
at
the problem with
Washington.
Chinese
We
food
moved
is
to St.
the
Louis.
food. I mean,
Yes.
for
We
heart
are there 6
patients,
months
it's-
and we
it's-
go to
You
like
find a lot of
some
sugar too.
JCC,
Because all the
family
sauces, you know,
play
like
group
Yeah.
we call it
afternoon with
Chinese
people
food,
with
but and you
babies.
didn't know what
Right?
China eats that.
And I
you
see
know?
Oh,
Stuart
talk
and I
about
say,
sugar. My girlfriend's
you
mother
look like somebody that I used
was
to
a
know when I was
commercial
little. Are you any
businessman,
relation to Bob?
Oh wow,
Dylan?
that's
He said, that's
my
my
dad
dad.
does that stuff. It's like his kryptonite.
met
She's like the
Sylvia
peanut
and
brittle queen of
Fred.
Cedar
They
Falls,
invited
Iowa.
us to brunch.
So if you
We came
make
at 10
peanut brittle,
a.m.
then you
and
probably
at
also
6 o'clock
invest
we
in
were gonna
dental
pizza.
practices,
Oh,
right?
It was
Because
like a
that's like
9-hour
probably like
first
dentists
date,
are like,
which
yeah,
is
yeah,
insane.
for, to keep coming
And
back,
so
yeah,
now it's,
crack
you know,
your
I'm
crown or
pregnant in the summer,
Yeah,
like,
no, it was,
works
it's
here,
really,
so.
it's good stuff, but wow.
So that was
Like
30
what we
and
know
that
with
30
filling out or
so 31 years ago.
crack your crown or something.
And, well, in the years that we were in St. Louis,
holidays
Sophia
are
was
over,
my
I will
best
now
friend.
fast for a week.
And in fact, she's summer's godmother.
So do you do any winter
I
activities?
didn't tell you, I went
Well,
Sports or stuff like that, you know,
weekend away in Long Island.
or like skiing or
I
snowshoeing?
used to
They're
snow,
so great.
The most and
now I'm sort of apprehensive about
Yeah.
being by myself,
Oh, yeah.
Nothing makes me happy.
I have a connection
I
with
ran,
the sensor. Yeah.
Oh, I guess I asked George.
yeah, it's out in Middleton, 5 miles, it's a little bit,
In fact, when I got married, when I called my parents.
no, I mean, this was the long,
They said, oh, when are you getting your
road
baby?
through the industrial
Like,
we had a little bit of something that's very
It's so funny. Yeah, so it's so nice. How was it that after 14 years?
Finished
you were
fourth in
just
my
like,
age
what's
group.
the difference?
you were falling away. You know?
My cardiologist.
But you're still.
No, I mean, I just have to
Jog. So, I jogged the 5 miles. I was 71 jogs.
Right, it's Robert Burns.
In 25-degree weather.
I mean, I went to,
I did it in 53 minutes.
I was gonna say, that's no small feat. Dude, don't tell you stuff from, my dad is 71 and he's in pretty good health.
Yeah.
If he can walk 5 miles in a day, he's happy.
No, I was very satisfied.
Wait, what was your time again?
Probably.
53.
Because like,
To 10:30.
You were running like the
all of
same
the other
pace as
people
my
that I
brother,
ran
who's
with, they
the
were
more
also.
athlete family. He ran a 10K a while back. I think that was his longest time, was like 10 minutes.
I can do a 10K in under now.
I'm not a
Yeah, okay.
And this was
It's nice.
This was a mile under.
It's off of,
52:59. It was at 10:35.
yeah, no, it's,
So, it was.
technically it's in
And the
Pittsburgh.
thing about
It's
race
a little
running
further
in the winter is okay. How many layers?
Yeah, right. Well, because it's always like, you get outside and then you want to shed them inside. And you almost have to go out cold, right?
You got to press for the last 2 miles, not the first 2 miles.
Yep.
There used to be,
That's something
technically
that's
there
very
are.
hard to.
Well, because also you want to cut down on your stress, right?
Yeah.
That
There used to be 3.
because then it freezes or whatever,
Yeah.
waking that way.
Reasonable hours, 10 o'clock in the morning. It's like, okay, it's New Year's Day, we're not making you get up and go on.
Rockets was like a
fast start, and so he would always sprint the first like 120 yards. Because that's never good. So he'd always be in all the pictures like number one, like way out in front of everyone.
No, the thing about these races is, you know,
so
you got the clock, the clock time, your chip time, and you let everybody go. I mean, because you don't want to be cutting them out. You know, you don't want to be stuck. So you let 80% of the people go, and that way, as you go through the race, you're not stuck by people, but also you're passing more people than are passing you.
And that's good psychological.
It's really good.
Yeah, you don't want to have to deal with like traffic on the street, right? As you're worrying about like just one.
And I was real, so I checked, you know, I love the Apple Watch. So
Keeps track of that stuff.
keep track, and the, so,
Good. I just said hi.
I mean, my heart rate was,
They're also
the heart rate was so, I mean, the variation of heart rate was from 131 to 144.
Wow, that's good.
That's a nice,
Said to them,
so, yeah, I read it, it was a 10:35 pace.
folks, I would
Probably
offer
pretty-
an
probably got
encouragement.
pretty good,
It seems like we're gonna have a slightly smaller crowd this
resting
evening. If y'all are comfortable moving a little bit further, so we can all hear one another a little bit better, that would
My resting heart, what are we doing?
Oh, it's just inviting everyone to stick closer.
really dancing.
My resting
That's
heart
good,
rate.
that's
when
really
I
good.
go
I'm
get
so
ready-
happy that we finally meet. We're gonna text Sylvia and tell her we finally met. Also, did you see new pictures of
41,
Herman?
exclamation point.
I know his name's not Herman.
the baby, right? It's Harrison. Harrison.
I know, but,
Yeah, no, I have, they used to say.
so at that first brunch, I know you probably are guessing, at that very first brunch where we was like a
My
9-hour
resting heart
brunch,
rate is 41.
Julia was this little thing in a high
And I assume you've been
chair
around
food on
her
the
whole life.
with huge blue eyes.
Sylvia's mom.
Oh, yeah, I love her so
So
much.
it's something you took up kind of midlife.
Yeah, yeah. I ran marathons in the 90s.
Yeah, okay.
But I think I had chronic, I think I had.
Oh, big spread.
But it's,
Oh, my gosh, I'm
you
so
know, I
happy.
get to personally, 10 times a day. My heart rate's been below 40 for the last 10 days.
It's lovely. Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, now if I take out my phone to the service room, that's time. Darn.
Right. Well, if your New Year's resolution was to come to services more often, you're doing great. Just joking. Let's join together in just an opening nigun, an opening meditation of just our voices and the cantor.
help us, yeah, just to fully arrive, right? To really fully be here.
heard this poem read earlier this week by a woman named Danusha Lemaris. It's called Small Kindnesses. I've been thinking about the way when you walk down a crowded aisle, people pull in their legs to let you by, or how strangers still say bless you when someone sneezes, a leftover from the bubonic plague. Don't die, we are saying. And sometimes when you spill lemons from your grocery bag, someone else will help you pick them up. Mostly we don't want to harm each other. We want to be handed our cup of coffee hot and to say thank you to the person handing it, to smile at them and for them to smile back, for the waitress to call us honey when she sets down the bowl of chowder, and for the driver in the red pickup truck to let us pass. We have so little of each other now, so far from tribe and fire. Only these brief moments of exchange. What if they are the true dwelling of the holy, these fleeting temples we make together when we say, here, have my seat. Go ahead, you first. I like your hat. We'll sing the words on page 128 of Hine Matov Umanai.
Hine Matov Umanai Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Umanai Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. How good it is,
How good it is,
how sweet it is,
how sweet it is
to be together on this day. How good it is,
how good it is,
how sweet it is,
how sweet it is
to be together on this day. Hine Matov Umanai Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Umanai Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Shevet Achim, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Shevet Achim, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad.
Page 120 is the candle blessings for Shabbat. We're going to light our Sabbath candles now.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher nishanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu nehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
On 142, we welcome the angels of Shabbat. We sing the words of Shalom Alechem, this Kabbalistic song of welcoming God's angels of Most High.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seitchem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlach, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Page 138, just turn back a few pages. The words of the Chadodi. We're going to sing 1, 2, 5, and 9, the first, or the 4 verses, 1, 2, 5, and 9. And right before that final verse, the Chadodi will rise as a community, and we'll turn to face the door. Even though the sun set here about an hour and a half ago, pretend the sun is dropping over Lake Wingra or the Pacific Ocean or the Mediterranean Sea, and we'll fully welcome Shabbat.
Likrat Gala B'nei Shabbat Kavila Shamor v'zachor B'dibur echad Ishmi'an El HaMeyuchad Adonai echad U'shirmo echad Hashemu tiferet V'litila Lechadodi Likrat Gala B'nei Shabbat Nekavela Likrat Shabbat Lecho B'necha Ki Liko Averacha Meirosh Mikedem Nesucha Sof Ma'aseh Machshavat Tehila Lechadodi Likrat Kana B'nei Shabbat Nekavela Hitoreri Hitoreri Hivaoreh Umi Ori Uri Uri Shir Daberi Kivod Adonai Adonai Tila Lechadodi Likrat Kana B'nei Shabbat Nekavela Oi v'shalom Ateret ba'adha Am b'simcha U'v'tzola Tov emuneh Am segula Boi chala Boi chala Lechadodi Likrat Gala B'nei Shabbat Nekavela Lechadodi Likrat Kana B'nei Shabbat Nekavela.
Keep singing, keep warming up our voices. Psalm 92, the specific psalm for Shabbat. We'll sing beginning with the third line. Tov lehodot ladonai.
Mizmor shir leyom haShabbat. Tov lehodot Adonai. Tov lehodot ולזמר לשמך עליון, טוב להודות לאדוני, טוב להודות לאדוני, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, טוב להודות לאדוני, להגיד בבוקר חסדך, להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות, ואמונתך בלילות, טוב להודות לאדוני, להגיד בבוקר חסדך, להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות, ואמונתך בלילות, טוב להודות לאדוני.
Read with me on the bottom of 147. O God, you are as near as the very air we breathe, yet farther than the farthermost star. We yearn to reach you. We seek the light and warmth of your presence. Though we say you are near, we are lonely and alone. Oh, let our desire to be so strong that it will tear the veil that keeps you from our sight. Let your light release our darkness and reveal the glory and joy of your presence. If you're able, we rise the words of the Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Vaed.
150.
Ahavat Olam et Israel Amcha Ahavta Amcha Ahavta Torah u'mitzvot Mishpatim otanu limadeta, otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shokveinu uvkumeinu natziach bechukecha. ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד.
כי הם חיינו לאורך ימינו ובהם נקי יומם בלילה, נקי יומם בלילה. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל, אוהב עמו ישראל. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Yevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. have a seat. The words of the Via Hafta, which we'll chant together, are on the next page, 154. Join together.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך, בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך, ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, הייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם
emet. We're going to keep our singing going. On 158 is the words of Micha Mocha, our song of freedom.
Lai 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 Mocha Elim Adonai Mocha Etar Kodesh Nora Tehilot Oseh Vele Nora Tehilot Oseh Vele Malchutecha Ra'u Banecha היה לפני משה ומרים ואני אנו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד Lai 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 ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו יד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני שמו ישראל.
Did anybody see the moon this week? On the fifth night of Hanukkah, or the sixth night of Hanukkah, we enter a new month in the Jewish calendar, the month of Tevet. And if we see the moons are all of the sliver of the moon. And there's the big star. I looked it up. It's not a star. It's Venus, just sitting there next to the moon. It looks like a star to us. Winnie likes to wish upon it, so we're not going to. You can wish upon a planet in our family, it doesn't matter. But just love this idea of like this new moon, this bright new moon in the cold winter days, this one star, just sort of there hanging out with the moon, just like Venus there, to sort of welcome and keep this new moon company in the darkest times of year. You can even still see it a little bit today. The moon's starting to get fuller. But when you leave, look up at the moon to see the sliver of it and the one star of Venus right nearby. sing our nighttime prayer. The ancients must have looked up at that same moon and that same planet up there and thought, how wonderful is this creation? 160.
And we'll start down at the indented text. Ushmor Tzeitenu. Ushmor Tzeitenu uvo'enu l'chaim l'shalom me'ata ve'ad olam me'ata ve'ad olam me'ata ve'ad olam Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom V'ha'amidenu shomreinu l'chaim U'shmor u'feros aleinu Sukat shlomecha Me'ata ve'ad olam Me'ata ve'ad olam Me'ata ve'ad olam Shmor Tzeitenu vo'enu L'chaim L'shalom Me'ata ve'ad olam 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 Baruch atah Adonai haporesuka shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim
162. The people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat through the ages as a covenant for all time. It is a sign for all time between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days Adonai made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day God ceased from work and was refreshed.
Shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat La'asot et ha-Shabbat V'dorotam ritonam V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat La'asot et ha-Shabbat V'dorotam ritonam Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael Oti le'olam Sheshet yamim Asa Adonai Et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash Shamru b'nei Yisrael Et ha-Shabbat La'asot et ha-Shabbat V'dorotam ritonam V'dorotam ritonam V'dorotam ritonam
If you're able, we once again rise for the words of the Tefillah, the Amidah, the central portion of our worship. Page 164 is the meditation, and then we'll just continue chanting on the even pages.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu v'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei HaKol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot V'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'nehem, Leman Shemo V'Ava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham v'Ezrat Sarah.
168.
Ata gibor leolam Adonai, mechayei hakol ata rav leoshia, mashiv haruach umorid hagashem, mechalkel chaim bechesed, mechayei hakol berachamim rabim. Somech noflim verofei cholim umatir asurim umekayem emunato lishenei afar micha mocha baal gevurot umidom melach melech memit ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיה הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל HaKadosh.
Take a few moments of personal meditation, personal prayer, and when you're done with that silence, you can be seated.
May the one, that's not the right key. May the one who makes peace, bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace, bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace, bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace, bring peace down, bring peace down. On page 180, at the bottom of the page, a prayer for peace. Oh, say shalom, bimromav. Oh, say shalom. Romav, uyase shalom. Uyase shalom. uyase, 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 shalom. Amen. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oh, say shalom. Romav, oh, say shalom. Im Romav, uyase, 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 shalom. Uyase, 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 shalom. Uyase, 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 shalom. Amen. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down.
On 373 is our prayer for healing, renewal of body, renewal of spirit. 371 is our prayer for healing, renewal of body, renewal of spirit. If you're praying for someone in need of healing, I invite you to share their name out loud at this time so we can add them to our prayer. Middle of the page.
Yisheberach avotenu mikor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Yisheberach imotenu mikor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Did anyone make it to 12:01 on New Year's Eve? Raise your hand. Did anybody do anything really fun on that evening? So you slept, you were asleep, so no. And if you guys, did you guys make it to 12:01 on New Year's Eve? So not even close. So 10:30, that's pretty good. We do like London New Year's, or some of the local children's museums, or maybe they'll have New Year's Eve. Has anyone heard of New Year's Eve? So my family and I were in California visiting Aaron's family, so we made it to Madison New Year's, and then we decided that was a major accomplishment in and of itself, and we decided to go to bed, which was wonderful. So one of Cantor and my favorite people, and one of a really important teacher in the Reform movement, and one of the great liturgists is Rabbi Larry Hoffman. And he wrote this really beautiful reflection about New Year's Eve. And I'm going to just share a little bit with it now, and then I'm told we have a New Year's treat in for the community at the very end of the service as well. So, this is what Rabbi Larry Hoffman wrote. I no longer stay up late on New Year's Eve. The Times Square ball can drop without me, but I watch with amazement as so much of the world descends into a sort of drunken fest and at inflated prices that can put you into debt. $850 at Applebee's. Did anybody see that? $850 to eat at the Applebee's in Times Square. It's certainly not worth it. So, most cultures have some sort of New Year's bash. The Chinese New Year, for instance, with fireworks and dragon dances and painting the town red. We Jews direct our energies into eating and praying, but we make loud noises on the shofar, and we consume enough honey to keep dentists busy for the rest of the year. The rationale behind it is unclear. The history of religion expert Mikera Eliade considers it an outgrowth of ancient people's desire to take refuge in a primeval moment when the connection between ourselves and the gods were patent. Traditional cultures may revert to God-intoxicating founding moments, but the Times Square crowd is simply intoxicated. So perhaps New Year's celebrations fortify us as we face the uncertainty of a new year. Judaism famously warns that all beginnings are difficult, and there may be something to that. If you Google beginnings are hard, and you find a ton of people in agreement, all sorts of examples come to mind. Moving to a new school, starting a new job, embarking on a new relationship, undertaking a new project, writing that first line of a school essay. But I tend to think the opposite. Hard as beginnings may be, endings are usually harder. Making new friends, though difficult, is easier than saying goodbye to old ones. Starting your first job is easier than retiring. Declaring a war is nothing compared to ending it. Moving in with, you hope, the love of your life may have its uncertainties, but the pain is in moving out. I know nothing about what it feels to be born into the world, but I suspect that dying is harder. We may conclude that New Year merriment anesthetizes us against the pain of closing the book on the year gone by. But that doesn't seem right either. I, for one, cannot wait to reclassify 2024 under files old. So the problem with endings is not so much making them happen, but making them happen the right way. Divorces are hard, but they can sometimes be amicable. There are even such things as good deaths rather than bad ones. A more likely theory then is that endings can be positive if we have reason to believe that they will be followed by a beautiful new beginning. Losing a job is okay if you have a better one lined up. Falling out of love is acceptable if you've met the next new flame who will be lovelier. Even dying is less painful if you think you are slated for some heavenly afterlife. Endings and beginnings are apparently intertwined. The metaphor of life as a journey works rather nicely. We don't mind being ever on the move as we age, so long as our leaving one place portends our finding another one. What we dread is the flat earth phenomenon, coming to an end with nothing left to do but fall off the cliff into nothingness. Yet noisy New Year celebrations convince us that the earth isn't flat, that we can step boldly into a new unknown with assurance that we will land on solid ground. Say goodbye to the old because the new will be better, mind you. It would be better. Mind you, there's little evidence to support that hypothesis. Coming off a bad old year and anticipating a new and better one is like suffering chronic illness for 365 days, but having well-wishers assure you that tomorrow you will be cured. It doesn't always work out that way, but we cannot long subsist without hope. And come to think of it, who knows? The old doesn't actually die with the new. More likely it persists. like a ghost who visits us nightly no matter how much we try to shake it off. When toxic relationships expire, the toxicity can still linger. We are dealing with the after effects of COVID lockdowns. We yearn for the certainty that painful endings will at last end so that we can launch a new beginning, unsullied by the past. That may be what the madness of New Year's Eve is intended to convey. Out with the old and in with the new. As 2024 becomes 2025, we want so much to have the pain of the past dispelled and the hope for the future confirmed. This year particularly, so much is at stake. Will the Israel-Gaza war finally come to an end, a real end that provides Israel with security and also sows the seed of betterment for both Israel and its neighbors? And what of Ukraine? The new administration seems bent on ending the war there, but how and at what cost? Will democracy survive here at home? Will anti-Semitism increase or decline? The more terrible things are, the more we wish they would end. But what makes those things so terrible is precisely their immunity to solutions. Declaring a new year may be fun for a day, but the day after we all go back to work, January 2nd won't look all that different from December 31st, which suggests that the Jewish idea of making New Year's a day of prayer is not all that wrong. At the very least, it is a healthy reminder of reality's persistence. So here's to 2025, a prayer. May it arrive with more wisdom than folly. May the suffering of 2024 come finally to an end. May freedom, health, and happiness be abundant and for everyone. May our worst nightmares find no footing, while our happy dreams take root and become reality. Amen. Will things really work out that way? Probably not, but maybe just a little, and maybe more than we think possible. The start of a new year is at least the time to imagine them. With the idea of imagining on our minds, I invite you to rise as we imagine our destiny. The top of 586 are the words of Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד ארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינת עוזו בגופי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. Page 591. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ היום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Have a seat. Our prayer of memory, our Mourner's Kaddish, is on page 598. If I read the names of your loved one, I invite you to rise in their memory, and then we'll rise as one community to say words of Kaddish together. In the period of Shloshim, the first 30 days since passing, we remember John Jack Murphy, Benjamin Sanders, Lyle A. Anderson, Marianne Katz Perper, Leonard Mitzman, Patricia Fells, Jeff Rosenfeld, and Ellen Young. This period of Yardside, the anniversary since passing, we remember with love Adolf Adler, Maurice Alpert, Ethel Bonner, Dante Bove, Samuel J. Cohn, Alfred R. DiTullio, Leon Dizon, Herzliya Dvir, Shulamit Elkayam, Elmer Feitlinger, Zoe Garten-Stone, Jen Giesfeld, Richard Guilford, Estelle Goldenberg, Philip Gross, Ken Herr, Richard J. Kaplan, Anna Kaplowitz, Ralph Kelsel, Helen Kornguth, Julius Lessman, Rebinson Chana Levitam, Dr. Peter Mazer, Ben E. Nicol, Claudia Rafferty, Esther Reitman, Millie Ross, Marguerite Peggy Sackler, Jerome Moses Scheinfeld, Judith Silk Sherman, Charles M. Smith, Shirley Rose Solomon, Deborah Sukny, Clifford Steinig, Morris F. Swebb, Robert Elmer Vlach, Sylvia Vodovsov Stein, Martin Weiner, Joseph H. Wolf, Jane Woolman, and Ruth Zaidband. If you're thinking of somebody else, I invite you to rise and share their name at this time.
Richard Shulkin.
We rise together as one. And of course, before we say Kaddish, we mourn for all of those who were killed in this innocent victims of this terrible terrorist attack in New Orleans earlier this week. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, bi'alma divera kirute bi'amlich malchute, b'chayechon uvyomechon, uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, b'gala uvizman kariv b'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mivarach le'olam ulmei almaya. Yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yithale v'yithalal shemei kushab richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata b'nechemata. Damiram bi'ama b'imru amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu b'al kol Yisrael. B'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu b'al kol Yisrael. B'al kol yoshvei tevel. B'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, amen. We'll sing the words of Adon Olam, which are on page
625.
625 before we say Kiddush and Motzi together.
It's very common to do tunes of the season, so I don't know. People don't often sing Od Lang Syne anymore for New Year's, but we hear the melody, I feel like, in the ether. So maybe it's still enough in our consciousness that we can sing together and prove, as always, that you can sing Adon Olam to pretty much any tune.
At some time we're going to challenge the cantor and see if he can really do it to any tune.
Adon
tonight, no.
Olam
Asher malach
b'terem kol yitzir nivra le'ed nasa b'chepso kol azay melech Shimon ra ve'acharei kitlot hakol levado yimloch nora ve'hu haya ve'hu ove ve'hu yeh b'tzipara ve'hu echad ve'ein sheni lehamshil
Lo lehabira
veli reshit veli tachlit
velo ha'oz ve'hamisra
vehu eli vechai goali v'tzur chevli v'tzara vehu nisi umanosi menat kosi
b'yom eka Yado afkid rochi
be'et ishan ve'aira ve'im ruchi keviati Adonai li be'ira o ve'yado afkid ruchi be'et ishan ve'aira Hayati Adonai li velo ira.
We'll sing the words of Kiddush and Motzi together. I hope there's lots of joy in the year, in the week, in the days ahead. May your cups always be sweet. We'll join together.
Page 123. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikra'ei kodesh zecher litziat Mitzrayim ki banu v'acharta yotanu kidashta mikol ha'amim Shabbat kodshecha v'ava uvratzon inchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh HaShabbat.
L'chaim.
Hi.
And Motzi, please join and linger. And there's some snacks in the hallway afterwards, and say hi to somebody new. Join together.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Shabbat shalom.
If your New Year's resolution was to eat healthier, remember, carbs don't count on Shabbat. Shabbat shalom, everybody. You're sticking to the New Year's resolution. Can I show you all the small stuff in my office? Your parents can stay. Your parents used to stay. I'm not a brewer either.